Hi, Sugar Gliders. We are on Chapter 5, Lesson 5, Comparing and Ordering Rational Numbers. We're going to focus on the number line a lot so you guys have a feel for where these numbers belong. Remember, positive and negative rational numbers can be represented on a number line. You can use a number line to help you compare and order rational numbers. So we did this first one in class, so this is a review. Graph the numbers on a number line in order from least to greatest, and here are our four numbers. I'm going to put a 0 in the middle, so go ahead and do that. 1 on the positive side, -1 on the negative side. I'm going to go ahead and graph the 1/2 and the -1/2. And then the positive 1/4 and the negative 1/4. So let's plot those points so we can see where these numbers are on the number line. 1/2, 1/4, -1/2, and -1/4. So remember, the least numbers are farther to the left on the number line, and the greater numbers are farther to the right on the number line. So ordering them from least to greatest, we can see -1/2 is farthest to the left, then -1/4, then +1/4, and then +1/2. So the number line helps us visualize where they fall on the number line. So let's look at the next directions. The directions are step 1, graph the numbers on a number line, and step 2, compare the numbers using less than, greater than, or equal to. So look at A. We have a negative number and we have a positive number. We have decimals this time. We already know that negatives are always going to be less than positives, so I'm going to go ahead and put that symbol in there. But let's just take a look real quickly and see where they would fall on the number line. If I have 0 in the middle and a 1 here at the end and a -1 here at the other end, I know that if I split this into 10 equal pieces, this is 8/10. My 8/10, I think that's 7/10. Here's 8/10. 8/10 would fall here. It's positive. -1.2 and 2/10 would fall right there. So -1.2 tenths is to the left, so that is the least number. So we can fill in less than here. Okay, again, we have two negative decimal numbers, so we can't just go with the positive and negative. Let's graph some points here. Let's start on the right side with -1.2. And let's count, let's go in the middle, -1.3, and then -1.4. Between -1.2 and -1.3, if I were to add zeros here, what's between 20 and 30? -1.25. I'll add a 0 here. What's between 30 and 40 here? -1.35. So on my number line, I can see -1.40 falls to the left and -1.25 falls to the right. So we can see that since -1.40 is to the left, it is less than -1.25. Finally, let's look at fractions. We have two negative fractions, so we're going to have to give this some thought again. The denominators are different, so we have to remember how to find a common denominator. Since we can change 8 into 16, we're going to change our -3/8 into 16ths, so then we can compare the numerators. So remember how to do this. 8 times 2 is 16. 3 times 2 is 6. So now I can compare -6/16 to -5/16. And if I see where they fall on the number line, I'm going to put a 0 at this end, a -1 at that end, and I'm counting by 16ths since my 16 is the denominator. So I need 15 dashes to split it up into 16 sections. So I'm just going to count my dashes here. Okay, Okay, so there's 16 equal sections. Remember, these are negative, so this first one is negative 1/16. Then the second one's negative 2/16, negative 3/16, negative 4/16. So here's my negative 5/16, and I will graph that. And I have to compare it with negative 6/16, which is to the left. And I'll graph that. And I can see the one to the left is the lower number. So negative 6/16 is less than negative 5/16. So if I go back to my regular problem, I could say negative 3/8 is less than negative 5/16. So go ahead to the next page. Do these problems to see if you understand. Remember, pay attention. If one's positive, and the other's negative, the positive's always greater. Think about a number line. You don't have to draw a number line, but if it helps, just sketch one real quick. All right, when you're done with that, you are going to move on to the next lesson, part 2 of this lesson.